Hi, my name's Lindsay, and I am from New Hampshire, and I drove 24 hours down the East Coast to see Dr. Greg this past April. And my story, if you have endometriosis or think you do, maybe you'll find yourself in my story like I did on many of the people on these videos. My story started back when I became basically an adult, was when I started to really have severe symptoms around my period. And they ranged from severe pain to emotional ups and downs, and also just all the other symptoms you could ever have during your period, like breast tenderness, bloating. I even have had blurry vision. And these symptoms have been progressing and getting worse and worse as the years go by. And so since 2016, I have been seeking answers for the pain that I've been experiencing, especially during my cycle, during my period. And I've probably seen about 6 or 7 different doctors since then. Originally, I didn't realize that the pain that I was having wasn't normal, but it was definitely not. And unfortunately, none of the doctors that I have seen in the past have been able to help me the way that I was hoping, and nothing long term. So I've seen doctors ranging from like a chiropractor to a medical doctor to a homeopathic doctor. When my husband and I started trying for children, we were having a hard time, and that's when we connected with a doctor that diagnosed me with endometriosis, and I had a laparoscopic surgery last year. And unfortunately, after the surgery, my symptoms actually got worse and not better. And so after that, I just kept searching for answers because it's no fun to live like that. And I happened to find out about Dr. Greg. And I watched the videos over and over, and it just gave me so much hope. My husband and I planned a trip down to Florida, and I'm just so thankful that we did that. We have livestock to leave and a tight budget, and so it wasn't a decision we took lightly or flippantly. It was kind of a big deal for us, but it was a really great decision. So our time with Dr. Greg was really great. He really took the time to listen to what I have been going through and my symptoms, and he took the time to explain to me just how different systems in my body works. And so through the muscle testing, he was able to determine what was wrong, or just like a disconnect in my body that was causing the endometriosis symptoms and pain. And he also was able to find out foods that I needed to avoid. And through that, he also explained very in detail everything that he was doing, the science behind it, and also in like basically a mini college course on how these systems in my body worked. And it was just so fascinating and really made a lot of sense to me. And it just I really was able to connect that to what was going on in my body. So when I went home, I started implementing the diet recommendations and eating and taking the supplements that he recommended. It was very simple and very doable for me, thankfully. And after a couple of roadblocks, I guess, or just like I had a couple of issues with the supplements I was taking. So I was able to talk and text with Dr. Greg through that, and he was able to help me figure that out. And he was very, very responsive to all the questions that I had. He definitely likes it when you update him and let him know what's going on after your visit with him. And so, yeah, once we got through that, I have been experiencing improved symptoms ever since. And my last period I had was extremely good. I had zero symptoms other than like the teensiest bit of pain, and I took one pill of Advil and it knocked it right down, which usually I would have to take like 3 doses of Advil a day for like 2 or 3 days, and it still wouldn't do anything to the pain. So that's huge, and I'm just so thankful. And if you feel like you don't have any hope and you've tried everything, you really need to start with Dr. Greg and give him a try. He really will give you hope and encouragement, and he'll make you feel like he hears you, which he does, and he really treats you as a person. And I'm just so thankful for my experience there when I was in Florida and just what I've experienced since. It's just been honestly life-changing and given me so much hope. So thank you, Dr. Greg.